Hello children, I welcome you all. Today I am going to start up class 9th English Unit 1 Prose, The Best Advice I Ever Had, written by Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit. Children, in this slide you can identify the great personality. I'll be giving a small clue about them or small information about these great personalities. The first picture, children, the first woman governor in India, Sarojini Naidu, the first woman President of UN General Assembly, Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit. She is the author of this lesson, children. The first woman Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi. The first woman Judge of the Supreme Court of India, Fatima Bibi. The first woman President of India, Pratibha Patil. And the first woman IPS officer of India, the Kiran Bedi. Children, this was a small introduction related to the lesson. Moving on to the next slide, children, you can see here the picture of Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit. I would like to give a small introduction about Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit. The other name of Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit was Swarup Kumari Nehru. She was born on August 18, 1900 in Allahabad. She was an Indian political leader and a diplomat. And children, do you know Vijayalakshmi Pandit is one of the sister of Jawaharlal Nehru, Chacha Nehru. Children, the lesson is an article which was written by Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit. It is a tribute to Mahatma Gandhi's role in her life. She has shared the few awkward situations in her life where the advice of Gandhiji had helped her to deal with them in a better manner. Children, here she's a just she had written this article for the Reader's Digest, that is a monthly magazine. Children, now moving on to the next slide, the lesson. Most of you don't have the textbook, I think so. So I have prepared a slide here. I'll be reading out the paragraph wise and I'll be explaining after reading one paragraph, children. Now listen carefully. The best advice I ever had came from one of the greatest souls the world has ever known, Mahatma Gandhi ji, on a sunny afternoon a decade ago. Here Vijayalakshmi Pandit is telling that the advice that was the advice I have got it from a greatest soul of this nation, that is Mahatma Gandhi ji, the father of our nation. A decade ago means 10 years ago. Most people pass through a period of anguish when their belief in humanity is at low ebb. I was in such period. My husband has recently died. My deep sorrow over his loss was followed by the humiliating realization that in the eyes of law, Indian law, I had no individual existence. Along with other Indian women, I had participated for years with men in the national struggle for freedom, working and suffering side by side with them until it had finally been achieved. Yet in law, we women were still recognized only through our relationship to men. Here, Vijayalakshmi Pandit is telling the awkward situation that she has faced in her life. She's telling that that was a time I had lost my husband. I was in a deep sorrow. That when I was in a deep sorrow, my relatives or in-laws, they humiliated me here and they did not support me, and they created me a awkward situation in the family. And also she is dissatisfying. She's telling her opinion regarding the Indian law, and she's telling that according to the Indian law, a individual woman is not at all, she doesn't exist. A woman without a husband, she doesn't have any identity in this society. She is telling that even though I had participated in the national struggle along with the other men and also women in India till we achieved the freedom, even then I did not have an individual existence as I am a woman. So she is telling that even though I have suffered side by side along with the men in this society for a freedom struggle, I did not have any existence in this society. I was recognized only through a relationship with that man. Now, as a widow without a son, I was not entitled to any share of the family property, nor were my two daughters. I resented this galling position. I was better towards those members of my family who supported this antiquated law. Children, here she is telling that her in-laws are supporting the Indian law and they did not support her financially, and she was very much hurt because of the injustice done by her in-laws. The in-laws told that as soon as her husband he died, they did not give the share of the property. They did not give the share of the property, telling that you don't have a son, you are having only two daughters. So that created a humiliating situation, and they did not support her financially, because that was a situation, children, where a woman need a support from her family because she has lost her husband, the loved person. So she'll be she'll be requiring the help from someone to just come out of that sorrow. But the family members itself, they did not support her. She's expressing that bitterness in her heart, and she's telling that the person who wanted to understand my situation, they themselves did not support, and they did not give the share of the property to my daughters or to me, telling that I don't have a son. And then moving on to next paragraph, children. Here, at this time, I went to pay my respect to Gandhiji and say goodbye before leaving for America to take part in a conference. After our talk, he asked, have you made your peace with your relatives? I was amazed that he would my side, take sides against me. I have not quarreled with anyone, I replied, but I refuse to have anything to do with those who had taken advantages of an outworn law to create the difficulties and humiliating situation for me. Children, here in this paragraph, she had got a chance to go to America to attend a conference. At that time, she wanted to say goodbye to Gandhiji, so she'll go and meet Gandhiji. After meeting Gandhiji, Gandhiji asked her, have you made a peace with your relatives? He's asking, did you made a peace? That is, whatever the misunderstanding was there between them, have you cleared that misunderstanding with your in-laws? The Gandhiji asked Vijayalakshmi Pandit that she had made a peace with them or not. So here Vijayalakshmi Pandit, she replied, no, I have not at all quarreled with any one of them. They have created a humiliating situation to me. Here the only answer was by Vijayalakshmi Pandit was that no, I did not quarrel with any one of them. Those people has created such a difficult situation to me. I have not done anything to them. They have utilized the law and they have created a humiliating situation. That means they have not supported me in any way. It may be financially or it may be mentally. They have not supported me. Why should I go and meet them? Here the Vijayalakshmi Pandit, she questioned Gandhiji that why should I go and meet them? Here Gandhiji looked out of the window for a moment, then he turned to me and smiled and said, you will go and say goodbye because courtesy and decency demands this. In India, we still attach importance to these things. Here, as soon as Vijayalakshmi Pandit say, I have not quarreled, I am not going to meet them. Here, Gandhiji, for a while, he looked out of the window and he turned smiling towards Vijayalakshmi Pandit. And he asked her to meet her in-laws before going abroad. Here, he is just convincing Vijayalakshmi Pandit that in India, we are still attached to that decency and courtesy. We give respect to the relations, our relationships. So he is asking Vijayalakshmi Pandit to go and meet her in-law and say them goodbye. Now Vijayalakshmi, she replied, no, I declared, not even to please you will I go to those who wish to harm me. Here Vijayalakshmi Pandit is telling in a confident tone that no, I am not going to meet them because I have not quarreled with them. Even to please you, even though if you ask me to go and meet them, I am not going to meet them. And now moving on to next paragraph here, children. No one can harm you except yourself, he said, still smiling. I see enough bitterness in your heart to cause your injuries unless you check it. Here Gandhiji told her that she was going to a new country because she is unhappy here, and he is telling that you yourself is going to hurt because of the bitterness that is in your heart. No one is going to hurt you. So that bitterness you have to remove it from your heart. Then only you feel happy whenever you go, anywhere you may go. Then only you feel happy by heart. So he's asking, he's demanding, and he's just making Vijayalakshmi Pandit to agree and go and meet her in-laws and take out the bitterness from her heart. Now, what the Vijayalakshmi Pandit said, I reminded silence and he continued. Now, Vijayalakshmi Pandit, she told that even though after he expressed what are the things is going in my heart, I remained silent for a moment, and then again Gandhiji he himself continued. You are going to a new country because you are unhappy and want to escape. You can escape from yourself. Will you find happiness outside when there is a bitterness in your heart? Think it over. But be a little humble. You have you have lost a loved one, that is sorrow enough. But you inflict further injury on yourself because you lack courage to cleanse your own heart. Here, the children Gandhiji told her somehow she is going to a new country because she was unhappy and wanted to escape from this awkward situation because she is not getting any sort of support here, children. So she wanted to go away from this nation as soon as she got the chance to go to attend the conference in America. She said, "Yes, I am going." And Gandhiji is telling that you wanted to escape. Somehow you got a chance to escape, but the bitterness that is in your heart will kill you. That will hurt you. It will be there forever. That will not let you to be happy. So he is a convincing. He is telling that you have to go and meet your in-laws and remove that bitterness from your heart. Somehow you have lost your loved one, that is your husband, already you are lost. You are in a deep sorrow. That pain is enough in your heart. Don't keep this bitterness also in your heart. Just go and meet them and make peace with them. And he's asking her to cleanse her heart. And he should cleanse her heart by making a peace with her in-laws in order to be happy. These words would not leave me. They gave me no peace. After some day of several struggle with myself, I finally telephoned my brother-in-law. I would like to see him and the family, I said before leaving. Children, after listening to the advice given by the Gandhiji, she went home back, and for few days she was thinking over those words, and she was not able to judge what to do, whether to meet the in-laws or not to meet the in-laws, or without meeting them to go abroad. But it was behind those words were irritating her. Those words was rotating her around her, and at last she came to a conclusion that she will go and meet her in-laws. And so she called up her brother-in-law and she told him, I want to meet you and also the family members. I had not been with them 5 minutes before I sensed that my visit had brought a feeling of relief to everyone. I told them of my plans, asked for their wishes before starting on this new stage of my life. The effect on me was miraculous. I felt as if a great burden has been left and I was free to be myself. Here, children, the as soon as she called up her brother-in-law and she went and met them, she sensed means she came to know that the family members were not happy with the visit. So even there they did not speak, and even there also more than 5 minutes she was not able to stay there, and so she told to them that her about her plans, why she is going to America, and also she told her that for few days she will be in America to attend the conference. Later she went to the New York. Children, in the next slides I'll be explaining you about the remaining lessons. Children, after going to New York, what happened, what are the changes that took place in Vijayalakshmi Pandit's life, and how the advice of Gandhiji helped her in future also. Children, in this slide you can see the some of the hard words and the question answers. By looking into the dictionary, you can write the meanings of these hard words and try to answer the question, children, in your homework book. And I'll be posting you the notes that you can write it in your classwork once I finish the lesson, children. Thank you.